Hi, my name is Mutepa Kamoto. I am the founder and business coach of Property 36. We are a wholly owned Zambian real estate brokerage firm operating right here in the capital city of Zambia. We have been in business for the last 4 years, and in the last 4 years we have had worked with a lot of affiliate firms across the continent, Asia and the UK. For me, it was trying to bring something that would be different to the market, and we believed in ourselves that look, the agribusiness part of real estate was not really explored in our country, Zambia. And those that know much about my country, we are mostly sustainable on our minerals, which is the copper, and we are the second largest producers of copper in the world. But we all know that copper is not really it's a diminishing resource, and we believe, look, we've got the land, we've got the water bodies, fresh water bodies, and the part of real estate did not really look at the agribusiness side of the economy. And this is where we came in, and I felt this really inspired me to want to do something pretty much different in the real estate sector. I think for all young, vibrant entrepreneurs, and we should understand that Africa is really becoming well known for young entrepreneurs that are out there, that are flamboyant. They want to, take on the world and shake Europe, shake Asia, shake America, shake whichever continent that they go to. This is a great platform for us because we get to connect, we get to bring our ideas together, and really it has worked perfectly well. Challenges. I think every business has challenges. I'll try and be a little bit biased because I'll be talking about real estate more. One biggest challenge we've had as a business was to actually realize that real estate is very diverse, and just as when you just about to close a deal and it's a deal that's going to change the face of your firm, it's going to change the face of your family as well, because the firms make our families. And just to know that it would not happen because the vendor or the seller and whoever is trying to buy just says, look, we cannot go through this deal, we cannot come to your country, we cannot invest. What it has taught me is the ideal of patience and having the zeal to actually get up after the fall and move on and say, look, deals are dusted, we move on and let's try and see what else is forward, is in our future. It gives it gives you a lot of discipline. Trying to know that, look, nothing will always move your way, but in this real estate sector you need to be patient, you need to work hard, you need to get up after the fall, dust yourself and start moving. And that's pretty much what challenges we've had in the business and how we've overcome them through patience. I'm a Christian, so through God as well, and we pray about things and try to move forward. What is innovation? Very nice question. But I think for me, innovation is getting unique. With innovation, you come up with solutions that were probably around, but very few people could see them. But you come up with them, and it's for me, it's just a way of being unique. And this, it takes a lot of collaboration between functions and across business networks and the actual working together. So for me, I think innovation is really being unique, seeing the opportunity where nobody saw it, but yet it was right in front of you, and trying to work around that. I think this comes to me very very emotionally because I see how much Africa's unique offering is. We've got vast amounts of land, we've got great water sources, we've got a good population, and that's multiplying at a good rate. A good, vibrant middle class is actually coming up in Africa, and we can see the numbers, increasing in the last 10 years, 10 to 7 years, increasing very, very well. Now, we need to understand one thing. Africa has borders that have been, created. These are imaginary borders that have been created. We always wonder how that, it's one continent, but we're paying duty just for my brothers in Senegal to send their regalia or any of the business ornaments into Zambia. I'm paying excise duty and just get a car from South Africa, for my brothers in South Africa that are actually manufacturing cars in South Africa, to Zambia. It's Africa. These borders, these imaginary lines that we have, need to be removed. Why do I say so? There is no way we should be paying, exercise duty when you're inland. We're in Africa. Why are we paying exercise duty? What's happening to the small and mid-income firms that want to branch out of their countries, that want to branch out of Nigeria, Egypt, Ivory Coast, DRC, South Africa, Zambia? What happens to them? There's a little bit of limitations because we've got these borders and there's this policy, there's these taxes that I need to, adhere to just to get my goods inland, in my own continent. I think these imaginary borders need to be really cut down, and I think this is the only key. This is the only key missing element in Africa's sustainable growth. Because if we have to grow Africa, we need to think like the Americans. I think the Americans thought. North America has so many states, just like Africa, so many states. There are no imaginary borders there, okay? So if someone is producing in the West Coast, he will supply the East Coast at literally no cost and only transport cost. So if we could actually get these borders out, these imaginary lines, I like to call them imaginary lines because these were just lines, borders drawn up for us, because we are all one Africa and we are all one people. And if my brothers in South Africa are making, producing and manufacturing whatever it is they want to manufacture, and it has to come up north to Egypt, let it go to Egypt. Let it not start having, the duties and the excise duties that we have to pay on our goods when we're inland on Africa. So for me, the only key is trying to work around this policy of exercise duty of goods and services that are moving from one country to the other, because for me this will never stop. And I said it was pretty emotional for me because I think these are imaginary borders that colonial governments made for us. We really don't need them, and if we stand out as one Africa, I think we can make Africa a gateway to so many things. I think Africa's got everything. It's got all the offerings that you need. And I know that if we could work together as one Africa, we can make Africa the gateway to trade, commerce and investment. We have all the raw materials on this land. Think about it. Minerals, land, agriculture. Think anything. We have it here. And I think it's time for Africa to shine. Thank you, and God bless you. From my team, Property 36, and my friends and family here in Zambia, it's ciao.